24 hours, 7 days a week, 24/7, MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea.
Welcome to Madison County School Sports Television.
MCS TV and Madison County School Sports.com present your look at local school sports. Oh, there you go. You got time. Go right. Goes up and under, nice throw. And now, from the studios of Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky, Samantha Burford.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford, and we are going to talk Madison Central softball. You guys had a long season, which is a good thing in softball, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, especially with the weather that we had starting off. We got lost a bunch of games early, had to deal with snow, never even got onto the field until our first game, really.
Right.
And so it was kind of to get the games in, we did. We were lucky, really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people, you guys know this, but a lot of people may not know. I mean, you guys play in all different kinds of weather.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you go from snow to the heat.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, we
and
started off.
Lots of rain. You had lots of rain.
Yeah, I mean, like the day or 2 or 3 days before our first game against Southern, I mean, there's snow. There's a foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah.
And so we were, and then by the end of the season, we're playing in 80, 90-degree weather, so
yeah.
It gets kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy because with football, I mean, typically they start with the heat and go to the cold, and you guys are just the opposite.
Right,
so,
right, yeah.
And it's a long season. So.
Yeah, it is.
And you want it to be a long.
Right, yeah. I mean, you want to get as many
long.
games as you can just so we can kind of get a rhythm going. So.
Did you guys struggle with the weather at all? Did you have to move any games around? Or there's so many that you play. Do you have time to
I think we lost about 6 or 7 games because of rain and snow.
Yeah.
And we usually don't get to make those up. So.
Yeah. Too hard and too many games to keep going with. Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys had a great season. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, we did. We had a real good season this year. We kind of started off slow, and I think it was a lot to do with the weather, but by the end of the season, we were rolling pretty good.
I know. What'd you say, 11-game winning streak, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went into the region with 11-game winning streak this year. So, and it was a good teams too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys play a strong schedule, and I think we've talked about that in past shows. Is that you guys want to, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, you can explain it, but you don't want to play easy teams and then get to the tournament and not play challenging teams.
Right, it doesn't
you want to prepare them.
Yeah, it doesn't do us any good. When we play in the toughest region in the state of Kentucky,
yeah.
There are 2 top 5 teams in our region. You had several top 25 teams. And so, we have to play a tough schedule to get ready for them at the end of the year because that's really all that matters is the postseason.
Getting prepared.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because you start at 0 then, don't you?
Right, yeah.
I mean, that's about it.
Yeah, well, I kind of like to look at the season as just, a bunch of practice games.
Practice.
Really, so.
Yeah. Now, tell everybody how many seniors you had this year.
We didn't have any seniors this year.
Aren't people really surprised by that? I was reading up on that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, so it's a young team as far as going into next year? That means you should be looking forward to the next season.
Yeah, next year I think we're going to have 7 seniors.
Yeah.
And so we should be ready to go next year. Hopefully, it's once we start playing. So.
Yeah, that's incredible. Now, will this be the first time you guys didn't have any seniors? I mean, it's kinda wild,
yeah, since
isn't it?
I've been here, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different, isn't it?
We usually don't have that many anyway.
Yeah.
You know, usually have, I think the most we've had has been 4.
Right.
At the, you know, and then this year we didn't have any. But next year we should have a whole bunch.
A whole big bunch. I know. It'll be. Do you think it'll be a different team to have that type of leadership coming in?
Well, I mean, this senior bunch has been starting really since they're freshmen and sophomores, so they already know what to do. So
Right.
so you know, hopefully that we can take off, you know, and just roll with what we got, and just
Right.
kind of, you know, start off where we left off, you know, and then just get better and be ready to win the region, hopefully.
Yeah, won't that be fantastic
Yeah, it
for
would
their
be nice.
senior year? It'll be well deserved. I mean, to have girls that stick with it that long.
Yeah,
for
and,
you.
and
And
we,
these girls play year round. I mean, they're not just. You
Oh
know,
yeah, most of them are playing right now too,
Yeah.
and you know we've got several ball players on there. We got 2 or 3 Division I prospects. You know, we got 4 or 5 that'll play college ball. So I mean,
Yeah.
they should be ready to go.
That's really exciting. And I mean, that's their dream. A lot of them. You know, they've been playing since they were little.
Right. Yeah.
So how cool is that?
Yeah,
And to be
I
their
mean-
coach and to help them get that through, the fruition of all their
Yeah, I
hard
mean
work.
that's my goal as a coach is to get them ready for college anyway.
Yeah,
so.
if that's what they want to do.
Yeah, and I feel like if we do that, if we get them ready to play at the next level, then we should win games along
Yeah.
with that. So.
Do they now, because I know this because I have a daughter, but it's hard to find scholarships for these young women, isn't it, with softball? There's so many different schools and so many different girls trying for that. Do you find softball a little different, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, it is difficult to find scholarships just because they don't have that many scholarships to offer.
Athletic scholarships, I should say. There's always academic,
Right.
but athletics.
Yeah, and that's usually how they end up getting there. So we try to put a focus on their education first and getting, the ACT scores up because, they just don't have a lot of softball scholarships there for the athletics, but they can get there with the educational scholarship
Right.
and then still play. So,
Right.
that's kind of what we want to try to do.
And I think that's smart. I'm sure their parents are thanking you for that too, because
Yeah.
any little bit helps, right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about the big first game of the year. That's always, your season opener typically, and it's always a rivalry, of course, against Southern.
Yeah, this year we scheduled them first game of the year. No real particular reason why we did that. We just thought we'd do it.
Yeah.
And, it was kind of big for our girls in a way because, they knocked us out of the district first round the year before. And so your first game, you're playing the team that beat you your last game the year before.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's against Madison Southern, which, it's a rival in a way because they're cross county and this and that.
Right.
But we were going into that game, not thinking about it being Madison Southern. We just wanted to play a game.
Yeah.
And so that was our big focus this year because last year the district tournament we did kind of let them get in our heads. We were thinking, we were getting all pumped up because it's Madison Southern, and that wasn't really what we do. So this year we were more concerned with just playing our game and trying to win the game and not worry about it's Madison
Which team
Southern.
it is.
Right, and trying to keep
it
our
could be any
heads.
team, really.
Right, because you got a whole season ahead of you. Don't let one game get in your head, and then that's kind of how we approached every game the rest of the year. Is just play our game. Don't worry about who you're playing. If we play our game, we're going to win most of them. So, and we did. So.
Well, I think that's smart, and I know the girls appreciate that too, because it could be any team that you're out there playing. You just don't want to get it in their heads. Okay, you got to beat this one team.
Right.
It should be every team.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's
as
what
a coach.
That's what we're trying to do is just try to win every game, or at least put ourselves in this position to win every game, and we did that for the most part.
Well, I know you mentioned earlier, maybe off camera with me, that you didn't play a lot of home games this season. Why? Is there a particular reason? Just scheduling?
We don't play a lot at home. We haven't done that in the last couple of years just because I like to play away. You get to see different fields and stuff, and I think it gets them more prepared too for the postseason because you're going to be away anyway when you're playing the postseason. So when you're playing in different environments, and sometimes they can be hostile environments, it kind of gets them prepared.
So that's a good story. I'm going right there. So when you go in somewhere that is a hostile environment, what are your thoughts on that? How do you prepare them to deal with that? Is it the crowd? Is it the other team? Is it the coaches yelling? What happens?
It's usually, when crowds get into it and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you go different places and people are yelling and carrying on, and they're all, the other side's real hyped up. So our goal was every game, players are going to be on the field, and our bench has to be louder than the other bench. And so
Okay.
we have to be as loud as we can possibly can, so that way we can kind of throw off the other side, or maybe
Right.
kind of and that way it kind of drowns out everybody else too that's yelling and carrying on in the stands and
Yeah.
stuff. But that's part of the game, and it's fun.
Yeah.
And so it just makes it exciting.
I was going to say, it gets their adrenaline going, I would think.
Right,
It can get
yeah.
them psyched up.
Yeah, and what we kind of picked up on this year too is like the louder we were, the better we played. And so once we start talking and jabbering and we're loud and screaming and hollering and carrying
Yeah.
on and banging things on the fence and stuff like that, I mean, we played a lot better.
Really?
Yeah.
So now is that like a superstition? Like you
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yes, no. I mean, it just, like you say, it just kind of gets our, keeps our heads up and stuff. And
Right.
You tend to make more things happen on the field when you're pumped
yeah.
up and excited.
So how is it when you're at home?
When I'm at,
Well,
it's
when
the
you're
same
here,
way.
do you guys
we try
do
to
that?
get yeah, oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We try to get as loud as possible.
Do
so.
the parents get into it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought they did. The game I was there this season, they were into it quite
Yeah.
a bit, and I thought, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
and they're great people. We got a great bunch of parents, and they're into every game that we play. So.
yeah, you guys have a big group of parents.
Oh yeah, and they
that's-
travel well too. So.
They do. Isn't that nice? I
Yeah.
mean, you got a good group of parents and cheerleaders, I
Yeah,
should say,
yeah.
because they're going to support you no matter what.
Yeah, and everywhere we go, we fill the stand. So I mean, it's fun. So even when
Yeah.
we went to we went to Myrtle Beach. We've gone trying to think where else. We've gone to Southern Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, wherever. I mean, they follow us right wherever we go. So
Yeah, build it, they will come,
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah,
right?
Yep.
All right, so let's talk about more games during the season. Tell us
Okay.
any particular game that you might want to talk about that stood out.
Really, when we went to Myrtle Beach, I always like our spring break trip because it kind of gets us ready for the rest of the season. Because when we're playing here in March, we don't get to play a lot of games, and usually it's 30 degrees outside and it's miserable, and nobody wants to play in that. But
No.
so we go down to Myrtle Beach or whatever this year and played a lot of teams from.
Now that's over spring break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we go down there and play a lot of teams from all over the country. We played teams from Ohio, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, South Carolina, and they're usually really, really good. And it kind of lets us see where we're at the time. And when we got down there, I mean, we got beat several times down there, but
Yeah.
it kind of opened our eyes and let us know what we got to work on and stuff.
Yeah.
So whenever we got back, one of the first games that we played was against Woodford County, who at the time I think was ranked maybe 4th or 5th in the state.
Really good.
And they got a group of pitchers over there that are phenomenal. Their hitting is really good. And they run ruled us and threw a no-hitter against us.
Oh.
And so we were like, okay, now, we didn't let our heads get down, and we were just like, okay, this is what we got to do to beat them next time we see
Right.
them.
And that's hard to do. That's mentally tough to do.
It really,
Stay
yeah, it
focused
really is. And that,
after that.
yeah, and that's what's special about this group is they don't get down after one loss. We put it behind us. We don't even forget about it, and we just move. We forget about it and move on to the next game and work on what we have to do to get better.
Right.
And so that's what makes them this much so good.
Yeah.
And so we play. We went on through the season. We were kind of up and down here and there, and then we played a team, Anderson County, who was ranked I think 6th at the time at Anderson County, and they have a pretty good crowd there too. Whenever we play at their house, and they're yelling and carrying on, and which makes it fun and stuff.
Yeah.
And they got one of their hitters. I think it's their catcher. Is probably maybe the best hitter in the state of Kentucky. I mean, you pitch it to her, she's probably going to hit a home run.
Yeah.
And so we were able to play our defense and hit the ball, and we stayed with them and got in their heads a little bit, and where I believe, and we were able to beat them, which was huge for us.
Yes.
And it kind of let us know that we can play with
We can do
anybody.
this.
We can play with anybody.
Yeah.
And so after that, it was
That had to be a fun bus ride home.
Oh yeah, you win games like that, it can kind of be a little letdown the next day, and so
yeah.
the next day we go to another school, Mercer County, and just get waxed.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, now what do we got to do? So we kind of work on that, and then we start playing a little bit better.
What
And
as a coach, how do you handle that? I mean, what do you say to them to keep them motivated?
we try to stay positive. You don't try to steer away from the negatives and look, okay, we got to do this better next time, and just kind of work on that and stuff. And our biggest thing was really just trying to keep our heads in the game. There's several games over the course of the year where we would have a big lead, and then just kind of get quiet, and then another team would come back and stuff like that, or we'd get down and kind of just give up a little bit. But by the time we got halfway through the season, we go to Lexington and play at Lafayette in a little round robin they have. I think it was Derby Day, I believe. Right. And we beat Bourbon County, who was a really good team. Turn around and get beat by Lafayette.
Which they're a good team too.
Yeah, they're a good team too. But we had several errors. Didn't play our best. It was a game we could have won, but we just didn't play that good. Yeah. So the next day we come in and we just kind of have a heart-to-heart. This is what we have to do if we want to win this region this year, or at least give us a chance to win it. And then we just ripped out 11 straight games going into, and then into the district tournament and win it. And
you guys were definitely the talk. I mean, everybody was talking about the winning streak. That was pretty cool on Twitter. All social media.
Yeah. And we played good teams throughout, towards the end of the year. And we went to Louisville, played a Warren East team who went to, they were the top Final Four or 5 or so in the state tournament this year, and we jumped out on them 5-0 before the rain got to us. And the rain got us and we had to cancel. But still, that was a good game to know, hey, we can play with anybody in the state of Kentucky. There's no one that should intimidate us. Yeah. And so that gave us, kind of a little motivation going into the district tournament.
Yeah. I'll tell you what is wild is that every coach with Madison County School Sports Television, I mean, whether it's football, basketball, because their regional tournament got delayed because of the weather. Yeah. And then you talk baseball and softball. I mean, everybody has had lots of issues with the weather this year. So
well, even in the district tournament, we got rained out the first day. So the weather's been a little nuts this year.
It has really. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for better for next year, especially all those seniors. Those girls are going to want to play.
Oh yeah. Oh, it eats them up when we get rained out.
Yeah.
I mean, we had one game. I think Clark County was going to come down, and we were all ready to play, and then the storm rolled in, and we had to cancel.
And you don't know how long it's going to last, because in Kentucky, you know this.
So I asked them, said the only day that we can make this up was a day off that we had, and it was the day before prom. And I told them, I said, it's your all's choice. That's up to you all if you want to play or you do your prom stuff. And every one of them was like, we won't play. Yeah. So I was like, all right then. So
these girls are committed.
Yeah.
You knew right then and there we got a good team right there. They're ready. All right, well, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, more with Coach Rogers and Madison Central Softball right after this.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV. And of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
And now, from the studios of Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky, Samantha Burford.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford. We're here with the head coach of Madison Central Softball, Coach Rogers. Congratulations once again on a wonderful season. Nice long season, as we say. You guys always want to just keep playing.
Yeah, that's right.
These girls always want to play. I wonder if you just asked them, this was coming back, if you missed before the the break, we were talking about the game before prom. So probably the day of prom, they wouldn't want to play.
No, I doubt that. Yeah, I wouldn't even try.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either. The girls got to curl their hair,
Yeah.
do their makeup, put their dresses on.
Yeah.
Takes a lot longer for girls than
Yeah.
boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know that. All right, so let's talk about postseason. That's the really fun stuff everybody wants to talk about. So let's talk about
Okay.
that.
Well, district tournament, we drew Southern, who was, I mean, they're one of the, better teams in our region. They've had a great year. They had a great year last year, and they had pretty much everybody back. The pitcher that they had, I forget her name, Tara Board, I think.
Okay.
She shut us down last year in the district tournament first
Yeah.
game, and so we were.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah, it is. It's huge because you lose that first game, you're done. I mean, you go home,
Yeah.
and so we were trying to get ready for that game, and the biggest thing that we had to do was again not worry about who we were playing and play our game, and so we had to try to keep our heads straight, and so we wouldn't talk about it. We wouldn't talk about the district tournament. We wouldn't talk about Madison Southern. Once we knew who they who we drew.
Yeah.
I told them right before practice we drew Madison Southern, and that was the last thing that we said anything
They
about.
didn't care.
And so that was the biggest deal, was trying not to get all hyped up again.
Yeah.
We had been playing really well the last 2 or 3 weeks, and so our focus was just getting better as a team and trying to do what we need to do to win games. Not worry about the other team. We weren't worried about scouting anybody. As long as we knew we could hit any pitcher that we faced. We knew our defense was playing as good as anybody in the state of Kentucky, and so if we just worked on those things, we'd be fine. And it worked out pretty well. And Southern put up a good fight, and we were better than they were that day, and were able to get the win. So.
Right. Big win.
Yeah.
And kept you going.
And it was a relief to win that first game, but at the same time we knew that we still had another game to play. We weren't finished yet, and so we started the season. We set our goals on what we want to do. Our number one goal is to make sure we have a team atmosphere, and everybody's having a good time. Number 2 is we want to win the district tournament, and then the region tournament.
Yeah.
And so, but you got to take those one games at a time, and understand when you win that first game, you still got another one to play before you get the big trophy. Yeah. And so that was really what our focus was.
Right. And so, what are your thoughts on that final game?
Well, we were playing Model, and we knew they had a pretty good team. Yeah. I mean, they played in the All-A Classic this year, state tournament, and really had themselves in a position to win the All-A state tournament. And so there are several girls on the team. There's a couple of them that actually I'd coached over summer and stuff like that, and we knew they had good players. And we knew they had a good pitcher, and so we had to come in focused and play our best game, or they were going to beat us.
Yeah.
And that was a team too that had a lot of seniors, and so they were experienced, and they were hungry. They wanted to win a district title.
Right.
And so when we were playing, we had a game plan going in on what pitches to throw to certain pitchers and stuff, or hitters and stuff like that.
Yes.
And so, we went in there and we got a pretty good, it was kind of a struggle there for most of the game, and then we finally opened up and got a really good lead on them, and they battled back. I mean, they had an opportunity to win the game in the last inning, but we brought in a relief pitcher. They had kind of caught up with our starter pitch, and she was pitching a great game. It's just they have really good hitters, and so they had figured her out, and they started hitting us. And so we brought in a relief pitcher, Logan Garrison, and she 3 outs. Three batters, 3 outs, and we were able to win the title. So.
Right, isn't that awesome? I mean, once again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was I think our 6th title in 7 years, district title. So it's nice to win the district title because more than anything, gives you a good draw, a good chance to get a good draw in the region tournament. So so that's really why you want to win
and
the
the goal is to keep moving forward. So
yeah.
That's fantastic. I know and again, congratulations, because I know that's fantastic.
Yeah.
But you guys, like you said, you have higher goals than that. So you wanted to move into region, and you did that. So that's.
And we met our first 2 goals. We had created a team atmosphere. The girls are having a good time this summer. They were playing as hard as they could play. Practices, they would work their butts off. And then get ready for the game. And then, so we won the district tournament. So their next step was to win the region. But you got to win one game at a time. And the 11th region, like I say, is the toughest region in the state of Kentucky. And we drew Lafayette. and who had beat us, about 3 weeks before. That was the
Move
last
on
game that we had lost.
and play at Dunbar
And,
this
really
Monday
good
on
ball
Memorial
team,
Day. So
great hitters, great pitching.
glad to see the
coached
Patriots
well. And so,
make it.
we
we'll
had
be
to
over
play
there
the best
cheering
game
for
we
them
had
when they
to
get
beat
there,
them,
and hopefully
we were
they'll do
able
the
to
same
that.
for
Yeah.
us. They're going to give
And
somebody a
isn't
hard.
that twice as good when you lost to them the first time? You're like, okay, this is when it really counts. So.
Yeah. And again, though, we try not to put losses out,
Yeah.
in the back of our head and try not to think about them. But it was still kind of there, But we were able to beat them, and it was a great win. And then we had to play Woodford County in the next game, who's top 5 in the state, as good as anybody in the state of Kentucky. Great pitching. They run ruled us before, threw a no-hitter, and made our hitters look silly. Really, our pitchers did the first game.
What'd you do different this second time?
I think it was just a matter of just seeing better pitching throughout the year.
Okay.
And because we faced a lot of good pitchers all year long.
Yeah.
And so I think that just got us prepared. And again, we were focused on playing our game.
Is that unusual to have that many teams that have fantastic pitchers? Because
usually, teams will have at least one really good pitcher.
Yeah.
But
you faced a lot of good pitchers.
Yeah, and so there's several around. So
yeah.
I think that just tells you how far softball's come in the state.
Yes, and the talent.
Yeah, and you think, Western Kentucky is usually where your best softball is, and it's taken a while for Central Kentucky to catch up, but they have.
It has.
Yeah.
It's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going away.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys had 2 all-region players this year?
Yeah. Morgan Elliston and Riley Clark.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, not Riley. It was Mackenzie Murphy.
Oh, Mackenzie
Riley
Murphy. I just read about it a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
So those two, they were all region. They played a good game. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
I know. It's exciting for them.
Yeah.
So I see Morgan over there. So we'll talk to her a little later. Do you want to talk about the 3 ladies that are here with us today before we call them in?
We got Riley Clark and Casey Schneid and Morgan Elliston with us. All 3 were starters. Morgan played first base, Riley second base, Casey was right field. Casey kind of played a few other positions early in the year, but
moved her around.
Yeah, we had her in right field for the majority of the season, and all 3 played great. All 3 hit over 300. Great defensively. Morgan hit a bunch of home runs. Riley was a phenom.
Every time I was looking on social media, Morgan was hitting the home runs.
Riley was a phenom at second base. Looked like Barry Larkin or somebody over there playing second base, but. Casey, you can't get anything by her in right field. So, they're great ball players, great girls.
And they're all coming back.
And they'll all be back, yeah.
How fantastic. Mm-hmm. I know. So now everybody wants the dish while they're sitting over there listening. What's a scoop? They got any superstitions? There's always that in softball.
I guess we didn't really do too many superstitions this year,
year,
really. But we had, our pregame meetings always, I guess, one where we kind of group up and we had to do it in a certain part of the field. Off the infield. I had to stay in a certain part of the circle. Casey would always knock my hat off. Mackenzie Murphy would catch it and put it on her head. And then, I try to make a quick speech, let's go, let's get them, and pretty much it. And that was about it, really, that I can think of. They may have some that I didn't know about.
There's
I
some
don't know,
quirkiness things going down.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Now, do they have any tales on you that we can find out about later?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Lots of good things.
Yeah.
Lots of good things. Well, I always give you guys the last word as far as any shout outs to any of your other coaches or parents, or what do you want to talk about? Anything in particular?
We had a great coaching staff this year. Lindsey Jones is my main assistant coach. She's been with me for 3 or 4 years now. She calls our pitches. Girls love her. She's fantastic.
Yeah.
So, I hope she keeps coming back.
Keeps
every
coming
year.
back. Yeah.
Ben Osborne was our other assistant. He kept our score and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Great in the dugout. Girls love him too. So
Yeah. So I guess. Well, I mentioned this earlier, but you got to be looking forward to next season. These girls are working hard all summer long on their individual teams, so.
Yeah.
And you are too. I know it's in your blood. You're not stopping just during Central season.
I'm always watching videos and stuff and trying to help us improve. So.
How do you scout? You mentioned that earlier. A lot of people may not know, but.
Well, we don't really scout, to be honest.
Okay.
Or, we may, I may go watch a game here and there, but.
Yeah. But it's not like videos that you can watch, like basketball and football.
No, we don't do that at all.
Right.
Really, I kind of take back from something I read in a book that John Wooden wrote, and he never would scout other teams either. And he said, just the best thing you can do is just prepare your team to play the best they can play, and you'll be fine. And that's kind of what we try to, how we try to do it.
Right. So. Okay. Well, I know you're looking forward to next season. I'm looking forward to next season.
Oh, yeah.
I think this group of girls are going to be even fabulous.
They're hungry. At the end of the game, we got beat by Woodford County in the region, and I think we were more mad than anything. And just like, you know what?
They want to keep going.
Yeah, this shouldn't have happened. So they'll be ready to go next year.
Yeah.
So.
Bring back another district title, another region title.
Yeah.
And then how about a state title?
Wouldn't that be fantastic? That would be nice. Yeah.
Like our boys make it to state, but we got to show the boys up. I mean, guys got to get further than the boys did this year.
Yeah, that would be nice just to get there, and you get to the state tournament, anything can happen. So
that is true. I mean, anybody. And the other thing we didn't talk about is you guys are playing in flu season and allergy season. I mean, I don't know how everybody stays healthy. And
they're just tough. So they'll be right out there coughing and sneezing and running as hard as they can. Just try to outrun it, I guess.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
It's in the blood. So like softball.
Yeah.
Year round.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks again for coming back. We love having you here, so we appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you all. Thanks.
All right, and we'll be right back with the 3 young athletes right after this.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County School Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goebel, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. This program is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank and Trust. Visit their new location in Berea.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
And now, from the studios of Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky, Samantha Burford.
Welcome back to Madison County School Sports Television. I'm Samantha Burford, and we are here with the fabulous Madison Central softball team. Well, 3 of the team. So, ladies, let's get this straight. We want to know your names and what position you played, and the year, of course. We know you're not seniors, so give us the details.
I'm Casey Schneid. I will be a junior at Madison Central, and I am the right fielder, and I also play other positions.
I'm Morgan Elliston, and I'm going to be a senior, and I can play first and third base.
I'm Riley Clark, and I'm going to be a sophomore, and I play second base.
So do you guys, you've been playing a long time, and you guys have been playing together a long time. So do you, because I mean, even in our community, even if you weren't playing for Central, you guys know each other from, softball teams over the many summers, I'm sure, that you guys have been playing. Is there a position that maybe, you said you're playing many positions, is there a position that you really like that maybe coach isn't putting you at, but you're,
Well, my freshman year, I was the second baseman, and then we got Riley.
Right.
And then I filled in the position of right field. But as travel ball, I am the starting shortstop.
Right.
And I also play third base, and I also pitch.
So look at you girls. You guys can do everything.
I play everywhere.
You do. Well, I guess my point is, what's your favorite?
Probably left side, so shortstop or third base.
Okay. All right, Morgan, how about you?
I really just stick to first and third or wherever you need me, but normally that's it.
Yeah. And Riley, how about you?
Second.
That's what your favorite is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are being really shy. They're doing good though, but they're being a little shy. So is there a particular game this season that you loved?
Ooh.
I love the Anderson County game. It
Yeah.
was great. It was so energetic the whole way through, and we
He
fought
said you
really
guys were
hard.
loud.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Even the stands were extremely loud.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was. It was a very intense game.
Yeah. So, do you tell your parents, listen, Mom, Dad, don't embarrass me? Okay, you can be loud, but don't embarrass me when I'm out there. Do you say that? Or do they bring cowbells? What are they bringing?
My parents just bring their voice,
Well,
and
yeah.
that normally does it.
My parents are pretty loud enough.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. But most girls your age are like, okay, Mom and Dad, don't yell.
You get used to it.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I think it makes the game more fun and entertaining for everybody. I mean, it's fun for everybody to be into it the same way we are.
So, do you guys have a particular game that's been your favorite? No, you liked all of them.
Yeah.
Did you love beating Southern?
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, that was great.
I kind of like the model game because it was like the first time we've put them in districts for a long time, but I came from model.
Okay.
I came from model in my freshman year and transferred to Central.
So that's hard because you know a lot of those players, all those players.
Oh yeah. They were probably the first people to welcome me at Central.
Yeah.
They were what kind of like eased me in, so I was like, oh crap, like big school.
Yeah.
I was like, but they welcomed me.
Well, that's good. You mean the softball team?
Softball team,
They
basketball
welcomed you.
team, everybody.
Yeah, they were excited to have you, I'm
Oh, yeah.
sure. So, okay, so your thoughts on next season? You got to be looking forward to that. I mean,
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
did so well this year.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I think we'll go a lot further. Hopefully to the state tournament this year. I mean, it's something we really want to accomplish before.
Yeah.
Hopefully before I leave.
Yeah,
But
well, you
if not,
heard me.
it's great.
Yeah, you got
If they
one more
get together.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you heard me tell Coach. I mean, you guys got to beat the boys, right? I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
they made it to
definitely.
state.
They're tough competitors.
Well,
They're tough.
I think you guys are just as tough, if not tougher, right? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you're playing a game the day before prom. Come on.
Hey, whatever it takes.
That is true. You got to get the games in,
It
right?
was challenging.
Yeah. So, is there anybody next year that you really want to face, and like you may have lost to them this year, and you want to play them next year, like Woodford?
Yes, definitely Woodford.
Yeah. That's fine.
I want to I want to play model again because
You do?
both seasons it's gotten rained out. And so
Yeah.
we've never got to play them actual season
Yeah.
until
So you want to play them in the
districts.
regular season?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do they have a lot of seniors coming up? Or?
They lost a lot of their team
Okay.
this year.
So I'd say next year, what you got them?
Oh, yeah.
You get them. You get 'em.
Well, we got them this year.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You'll get them again. You're worrying about a team I wouldn't worry about. See, there you go.
It's just a thought.
It's just because you were there. You think? You know a lot of them. Okay, so as far as regional tournament, anybody that you want to, other than Woodford, anybody you want to play?
Scott
Scott
County.
County, yeah.
Ah, yeah.
They're a very good team, very talented.
We haven't. Did we play them this year?
Yeah, we had a really good game against them.
No, it was a bad game.
No.
No,
It was only 5-1.
yeah.
Not
And
like,
they're always the state tournament team almost every year, except this year, of course.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, they won
No,
this
they
year.
won.
Yeah.
'cause Woodford was mad.
They're extremely good. They have a lot of tough competitors. A lot of Division I
Right.
prospects too. So.
Right. Speaking of that, do any of you girls want to continue on collegiately to play?
Yeah, I think all of us
you
do.
do. That's fantastic. Well, and I was telling Coach, we were talking about you got to keep your grades up because it's easier to get those academic scholarships rather
A
than
lot
athletic.
easier.
But I'm sure you being the oldest, you've already got, lots of coaches already, emails,
Yeah, I have a few offers,
calls,
yeah.
lots of different things.
Yeah,
so,
getting in there.
Do you have a favorite yet?
Not really. I'm just
No.
kind of testing everything out, visiting
Yeah.
campuses throughout the summer and camps to see which schools will fit me
Right.
the best.
Right. So we're knocking on wood. Everybody stays healthy.
Yeah.
Keeping it good, right? All right. Anything else? You want to talk superstitions?
Well, that was kind of a big thing this year because he kept telling us like we need to find our
Coach,
Our
what'd you
our
do?
routine.
Our routine.
Our
routine.
Yeah.
our
See,
routine.
they remember Coach.
And my freshman year was awful because we had Krispy Kreme donuts before every game.
Okay.
And
That can be good or bad.
It started at Myrtle Beach, and you had to have the same exact number of donuts that you had every single game. And that first game, I was really hungry, and I had 3.
Yes.
And now I can't look at Krispy Kreme the same.
No. That can be all right though, because you're like,
It's not
that's a
good.
lot of sugar.
When you're trying to get that under 3 seconds to home to first, it ain't working.
No, that does it. No.
Not at all.
What other superstitions? I know there's more.
I think this year mostly everyone kind of brought it down to their own level, and then after we kind of went off on our own on the bus and stuff, like everyone would listen to music or do certain things and eat certain things before every single game.
Yeah.
And then on the field, we would all have little routines that we would do, and then eventually we would meet up as a team and have a little cheer and chant that we would do before every game.
Riley, how about you? Anything in particular? Superstitions?
No.
Wear your uniform inside out? Nothing? No.
Forget your uniform to the Boyle County game.
Yeah.
Warms up
There
in
you
running
go.
shorts.
Is she always this quiet?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. All right.
As long as you don't get Oreos near her.
There
Yeah,
you
that's one
go.
of our
The secret.
superstitions.
So, yeah, so maybe that could even be good bribery someday, you know? They'll pull out the Oreos. Listen, you get this hit, you get this catch, we got Oreos. You think that'd work? It'd work for me.
I agree.
I'm always an Oreo fan. And Krispy Kreme, so now I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
All right, there you go. All right, so good luck next year, girls. I'm really excited about your season.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully we'll be able to make it to some games for Madison County School Sports Television, you know, equal time between the girls and the boys.
Girls are better.
I'm with you.
More competitive.
I'm with
Don't let
you.
them know that.
I agree. Anybody want to give a shout out to their parents or, you know?
Yeah, shout out to Mom and Dad. I mean, they're awesome.
Yeah, it sounds like they're your biggest fans.
Yeah.
How
I
about
would
you
say
girls?
so.
Boyfriends, anything we need to shout
Shout
out
out to everyone who ever came and watched us.
Yeah,
Yes.
thanks for the support.
Especially if they had to travel. You guys didn't have a lot of home games, so
No.
they had to travel. Spend the gas money, right?
Yeah. Long car rides home.
Any
Oh,
shout outs for you?
No.
No, you're just happy to be here, right?
Yeah.
She's cute. All right. Well, listen, girls. Thank you again for joining us. And for all of us at Madison County School Sports Television, we'll be back for more softball soon, right? Because you guys never stop playing. They never stop playing. So,
That's true.
all right. Thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, my name's Alex, and I want you to watch MadisonCountySchoolSports.com.
A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, Faith Created, Assembly of God Church, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online.
Hello everyone, I'm Madison County Schools Superintendent Elmer Thomas, and I want to thank you for watching Madison County School Sports Television.
Follow Madison County School Sports Television on Twitter, or like us on Facebook, MCS TV, and of course, watch all of our videos on YouTube. A special thank you to our great sponsors: Jack Burford Chevrolet, State Farm Insurance, Jerry Goble, Luxury Pets, Express Roofing, we've got you covered, ScenicCabin.com, Equipment, Sales and Rentals, give Sean a call, Tatum Enterprises, Richmond Tourism, WKYT.com, Time Warner Cable, Madison County Schools, First Gear, Pro Signs, Berea Online, and Rosenbaum Communications. The following is in smokeless tobacco: cadmium, formaldehyde, lead, nicotine, nitrosamines, polonium-210, hydrazine, benzopyrene, and uranium-235. Don't be a dip. Don't dip.
According to the Centers for Disease Control, the definition of binge drinking is having 5 drinks over the course of 2 hours. When done excessively, this may eventually lead to memory loss, unwanted pregnancy, and sexually transmitted diseases. cancer, excessive vomiting, alcohol poisoning, and possibly death.
Nathan, can you hear me?
If you don't want to swallow any of this, chances are the next tube you put in your mouth won't be a good time. For more information on binge drinking, please visit the Centers for Disease Control website at www.cdc.gov.